Hey Kiara. And everyone else, because I realised I've just been talking for the last few minutes or so without the microphone switched on. How you doing? You want to shout out? Ooh. Uh, so hi Nick, who it looks like was lurking. Oh, hey Nick. You're just about to ask if I was muted or you're having audio setup issues. Fair enough. Give Kiara a shout out. And give Nick a shout out. Oh yeah. Webcam on. So how's it going? I don't know how noticeable it is, but I've got new contact lenses for this cosplay. So like these mini Schlara lenses. So it just only leaves a little bit of the whites of my eyes. I mean, I'd consider getting actual Schlara lenses, but those are like 60 quid. So maybe when I'm obscenely wealthy, or somehow get this as a job or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, speaking of cosplay, horns. I've basically gone over and filled the cracks. I finished constructing these, filled in the cracks with foam clay, and I've just sort of marked where I'm going to carve in the ridges. And basically, I'm gonna wrong way around. I'm gonna sort of not gonna try and put them over the top of my head, but I'm just gonna carve them in, and as if they were sort of like an intact set of horns. And I'm going to sort of add the damage. Hopefully that'll go well. Yep. Let's get this game streamed. My headphones shut themselves off. Oh yeah, let me know how audio is, because I've had like 3 different streams the last week, so they are basically a mess. I mean, sort of originally I just had them set up for Pathfinder Kingmaker and nothing else. So let me know if I'm a bit quiet or the game's too loud or what have you. Nick, the audio sounds pretty good to you so far? Ah, fair enough. Oh yeah, so other cosplay news. I've ordered a pattern for the cloak I'm going to do with this. Sort of wear with this ensemble. I'm probably going to adjust the neckline of this, because V-neck with the corset kind of looks a bit weird. So I want more of like a scoop neck or something. And yeah, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to order the fabric as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of sew the basic cloak pattern. I mean, it's a fairly simple thing to sew. And I'm just going to make a toil. And I'm going to adjust the toil to make holes for the horns. And a gap at the back for the tail. Which I'm hoping won't be too complicated to add to the pattern. What I think I can do is I can basically make the adjustments in the toil. Take the toil apart. And then I can use that to work out how to adapt the pattern. Like, I'm hoping the hood just looks okay if it's just like slits for the horns as it pulls on, and that'll actually look practical. As you know, the thing about, you know, sort of tieflings and other fantasy races with horns and tail is you never really think that much about how they're going to have to adjust clothes for them. It's like, if someone's got a tail, then they can't just wear trousers or robes like anyone else can. They need to sort of fold them up underneath, which is probably a bit uncomfortable. It's going to need completely adjusting completely. But yeah, we've spoken to Kanara and her sister. we've sort of completed the mini side quest with these kids. The nymph looks at you adorably with its shiny black eyes. Like, say, these kids, their entire thing's been, you send them off on an errand and they come back with a fantastical story. And this last time they've come back with a pet mastodon, suggesting they have actually been doing all the stuff they claim to be doing. I mean, they always have some sort of evidence, but whatevs. Anyways, I've also got the sort of side quest, companion side quest for the tiefling character, or tiefling characters rather.
The dangers don't frighten me.
I'm gonna check the journal. I need to go deal with Armag Twiceborn. So basically completing this quest will complete the coronation quest. I'm kind of worried that if I complete that quest I won't be able to access the rest of the side quests. Now I've looked it up and apparently if I do complete this quest and just get crowned, it won't mess up the other quests. Oh hey Machine Lord Zero. Thanks for the raid, how you doing? Let me just give you a shout out. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Oh no, wait, this isn't working for some reason. Yeah, looks like my mobile's being a bit weird. Oh, hey Enfys. Regarding humanoids having tails, some kind of button flap would probably work. And with enough practice, it'll become not too difficult to do up. Yeah, that's true. And modern day variants would have Velcro and zippers. Okay, I'm just going to restart my Twitch app to see if that fixes things. Well, apparently not, because it won't even load. I guess it's just trying to be ridiculous. Yes, Enfys, fancy seeing me here on my own stream, on my own channel. Oh, here we go. Yep, exactly, Nick. In my stream, where I'm live. Okay, it seems to sort of be working. But yeah, if I stop responding to chat, it's probably because I literally can't see it anymore. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, guess I'll head off to the tomb. Complete that quest. And if it does actually fast forward things and also fail all those side quests I wanted to do, I'll just have to reset. Wait, Is my avatar red for some reason? Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna bring the alchemist in because he's just straight up useful for everything. Okay, good. Chat seems to be working properly now. There's a question though. Do I live in this stream? I mean, yeah. Everyone just knows I'm just a small person who lives in your computer. Okay, there's the tomb we need. $14 hours. Okay, one day 14 hours either way. Let's get going. Maybe I should have bought some camping supplies and rations just so I could have rested. Oh well.
Why don't we set up camp?
I've spotted peaceful travellers. Sounds peaceful. Oh hey, it's a skeleton. Oh, hey Nihilus. Oh, yeah, looks like I still can't see the chat. Nihilus continuing to make polls I can't see is your bad method of entering the conversation. Yes, Nick, it's why I keep showing up on your computer. What awaits us on the other side of the board? Cam chat care, go, and $200. Code with a star, for a smug-looking chicken. This is, of course, referencing the fact I'm going to be made a queen at the end of this quest. Also, the narrative suggests. Who knows, maybe it'll be one of those things where you just get knocked down to 0 stats in this hard game and it's all just generally terrible for you. Oh yeah, by the way, pawns are all trans-fem. I don't make the rules. I do. I don't think there's really anything I want. Gloves. Bonus AC against undead. Athlete's gloves. Ability in athletics. Grab of the Lawyer. 8 plus visual checks. Padded armor of firm steps. Grip. Now. Yeah, I don't think I really need anything from here. notice I was making the chest joke in the stream title. Just thought we were literally going to the far end of the game map. Yeah, we're literally going to get to the other side of the board and become monarch. Just how it works. Exactly, Nick. En passant is like double jumping. Oh, see what you did there. Yep, Wizard of Light Skelly, but
Share my path.
Why don't we set up camp?
really not sure what Kanara's accent's meant to be. What does hey, bonus to AC sounds helpful.
Sometimes Knock thinks of Goblin King and becomes mad. Wanna crush and slam all around. Break everything. Burst. Burn.
Okay, Marvin Martian. Where'd that voice line go? Oh. Hey Max Sting. You wish you knew why Firefox was acting so weird and not loading anything on half the net lately? Well, to be fair, my Twitch app seems to be being a bit weird about chat. So I think perhaps it's an issue of Twitch's server specifically. Although I can't really vouch for anything else you've been trying to load. You're having the same problem with Mastodon as well. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the internet runs off app servers run by Amazon Net Services and a few other companies, so entirely possible. That's the issue. Well, internet issues aside, I hope you're having a nice day today. Oh, thank you for contributing 9,448 total to the Tiefling Cosplay Challenge. You don't have that problem on your laptop. Actually, today's fine otherwise. Me? Yeah, well, yesterday I made and ate 4 deep fried Mars bars, which was a fantastic experience despite the how unsensible it sounds. I mean, I literally got 8 hours of sleep and woke up with it on a sugar high. Never felt better. Would highly recommend it. But then again, my metabolism's always been kind of weird. Oh yeah, so the cosplay challenge is 84% raised, 424,374 points so far. Yep, wow indeed. Okay, so this is the tomb. So for those who just got here, I'm going to do this quest and just going to make sure the it doesn't advance the story past the point where I can do various companion side quests. Some grim barbarians are sitting near the bonfire, speaking in low voices and casting sideways glances towards the tomb entrance. Noticing you, one of them reaches for his weapon out of habit. He catches himself and instead pats the space on the log beside him.
Greetings, traveller. Come and have a seat. Don't suppose you heard anything about the battle between the Tigerlords and Restov, have you? Who won? How did it go?
Chaotic neutral. Just pretending you don't know anything. That is actually quite funny.
Well, no helping if you don't know. We've been sitting here out in the middle of nowhere for weeks, you see. And we've been wondering what happened to our tribesmen. We're all so bored out of your minds.
Where's this place?
The tomb of Peerless Armag, great chieftain and invincible fighter. Damn his hide.
What are you doing here? Maxine, you got to play your space pirate Dale Flint again for the first time in a couple of months. Between holidays and end of semester stuff, including the DM working on his capstone project for his bachelor's. Been a disruption. It continues to be a fun character to play. Ah yeah, space pirates are, by definition, fun. Like, I think one of my characters in Nick's setting ended up as an airship pirate, but obviously that was basically the end of their story. At least as far as I got to control it. You should pull up the VOD and find out what the heck was up with that cleric. Sounds like I murderlated him. Sort of. Basically, Tristian... I found Tristian, the big bad, was upset with him because obviously he hadn't just straight up assassinated me. And it turned out the sort of like the big bad has been lying to him. And his deal is basically that he's a celestial. Like a Pathfinder version of an angel. Who's been forcibly converted into a human. And that's why he was serving the big bad, because he believed that she would basically had far more control over him than she did. Now, thank you for the quote, Enfys. I'm going to stand by that one. And yeah, it does kind of suck for him. But yeah, he's been re-recruited to the party. Although murder would have been an option, I guess. Is it possible your chieftain's dead?
Maybe, but what if he isn't? The sisters always claimed that once he exited the tomb, he'd be the mightiest fighter Galarian ever saw. Maybe they were lying, but what if they weren't? I'd certainly hate to be the one who disobeyed his orders.
I'm going into the tomb.
There's a sister standing guard at the entrance. She's a mighty witch, and she's crazy as a bat. She won't just let you in. And even if she did, there's a lot of traps down there.
Hello? Rogue.
And even if you made it past the traps, there's still Armag to deal with. He'll kill you.
Diplomacy 36. Okay, I can at least try it. But I'm going to need a very high roll. Aren't you fed up with this, sister? I'd have finished her off long ago. Yeah. Oh, so close.
No way, there'd be a riot. The chieftain would tear our heads off for that.
Maxting, regarding Dale, you found yourselves discussing drastic measures, and Dale told folks they'd have a hard time eating since all her internal organs are armoured now, and most of the other parts are new and interesting metals laced through them. Ah yes, don't eat me. Yeah, don't eat me, I'm a cyborg anyway. Argument. Yeah, so close, Maxting. Oh well. I mean, I needed an 18 to roll an 18 or a higher, so I'll accept it. I have to go.
Have a safe journey. Wish we could get out of here too.
I feel kind of bad about the chaotic neutral option. Oh well.
How cute!
Ooh. Kellid tribal fetish. Okay, so does talking to any of these barbarians initiate that? Amazing. Okay, there's the defaced sister.
This is my time to shine.
Is quick.
You again.
I'll put a... Okay. Stabby stabby. Oh yeah, forget these have ridiculous AC. Wow. Try dodging this.
Stand down.
What is her AC? Like 31, but... Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, I've got a passive ability that means I can dispel on a hit. That'll come in handy, I guess. Charge. Or don't. Okay. Lock. Get behind her. Lindsay. East.
Taste my fury.
Oh, wrong button. Oh well. Maxting, your sure has often returned to a standard, but you wonder, when I click to show where I send them, is that green anti-cross marking where they'll go? It looks exactly like it did in the 90s game Baldur's Gate. Yeah, this sort of lends quite a... borrows quite a bit from a sort of classic. Yeah, sorry, classic CRPGs. Gotcha.
You offend me.
Come on, knock knock, you can do this.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Ugh.
Serves you right.
Yes, wasn't she dead yet? Maxting, it really did create quite a standard, an enduring one that you can't fault it. This is true. Okay, good. Chat's sort of working, but there's a slight lag. It's funny in a way because it wasn't wholly unique. Fallout 1 was not too wildly different, for example, in the broad strokes. But Fallout 1 didn't create a standard for the whole genre in the way Baldur's Gate did. To be honest, I think that's a little weird. You always thought Fallout 1 was sublime. Yeah, I mean, Fallout's an extremely good game. I think my main issue is I can never abide by the time limit. The barbarians gather around the sister's bloody body.
So that's it. The witch is gone. No turning back now. Armac won't waste any time investigating. He'll just tear our heads off. Do the abyss with him. We're supposed to wait here for him until we're old and grey. He's a traitor, not a chieftain. First he takes us to Continental rest without any proper scouting. Like sheep to the slaughter. And then he leaves his forces right before a huge battle to go digging around in some hole in the ground. But the chieftains have been deposed for far less. Right, enough is enough. I say, whether he's alive or dead, we go back to Numeria. We tell the elders everything, and they can choose a new chieftain.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you too.
The barbarians quickly pack up and leave. See ya. Keith. Fallout was a triumph in adversity after losing the GURPS license they originally planned to work under. Also, Heil. Why, indeed. I believe Fallout's also unusual in that it uses, I forget the accurate term for it, but it's basically sort of like isometric perspective, except the angles are completely arbitrary.
What's new?
Mind me, can you cast restoration on anyone but yourself? Here's Harass. Max Sting, the companions in Fallout were sort of a last second bit of hacking. Them in from normal NPC scripting by the dev Jess Hennig, who went on to write for White Wolf. Amazing. Terras currently clearing out more of your PS1 games. Action Man is pretty basic, almost like it was made for kids. Oh yeah. I remember there was a CGI animated series that had sort of live action segments. It's sort of like a presenter thing, which always felt kind of weird. Max Sting, which time limit? The long one after your return of the watership, or the short one that lights a fire under your butt, but the rest of the game continues for years thereafter? Basically both of them. I mean, I get it as a design decision, but I just can't with time limits. Like, I don't feel great about the one in this, even though it's fairly well implemented. Okay, let's stop and camp. Okay, I can't hunt here, but no matter.
I'll try.
I can literally just leave the area and camp. Oh, apparently I've lost chat on the app again. I'm just gonna let this load. We are. Max Sting, you hear they patched the long one to run longer. Oop, Terras redeemed hydrate, thanks. Keith, even the concept of a time limit can frustrate a player. Why you struggled with Pikmin? Yeah, same. Like, I love Pikmin 2, but I can't play Pikmin 1. I mean, to be fair, I think Pikmin 3 sort of did a good balance in that you can increase your time limit by finding a resource. The perspective type for Fallout is trimetric. That was it, because they're named after the amount of angles that are equal or not equal. The isometric has all three axes are equally spaced. Trimetric obviously is all the angles are arbitrary. And there's that one where probably like geometric or something very obvious. But it's where two angles are equal and the other one's arbitrary. For goodness sake, Twitch app. Am I supposed to follow? I think this is just Twitch's way of telling me to get a second screen. Then I'd have the question of where I'd put it. Because my lighting rig's in the logical place to put a second screen, so... Well, anyway, let's just campy camp.
You shouldn't have quit the Academy of Grand Arts, Lindsay. You definitely have a talent for writing, but talent is like an uncut diamond, worthless without skill.
It wasn't me who quit the academy. The academy quit me. And I don't regret it a single bit.
Oh. I think that's the nicest thing Jublos said about anyone. Maxting, Gearhead RPG is asymmetric when it's not ASCII graphics. Same game, two different types of displays. Camp camouflage sounds like the most brutal Girl Scout camp. I mean, where's the lie? Anyway, into the team we go. Right, have we done some pilfering?
Did it without breaking it.
First one plate, worthless but light. Ooh. Guess they just casually left like 600 GP lying around. One does.
I'll share my path.
Only a lot of these tribal vestiges. Orc double axe. Bow. Potions of enlarged person. Another 300 gold. Turquoise. Okay, let's go raid a tomb. Stealth mode on.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
So there'll be traps.
The dangers don't frighten me. I see something.
Fresh footprints are easily visible along the dusty floor. Hadn't seen guests in many years. Oh great, spectres. Maxting, when you play this game you should name your character Kara Loft. Oh yes. Kara Loft, grave robber. Oh, wait, no, that's too on the nose.
The world is full of wonder. Your time is over.
Hoping that way back. Best kind of fight.
Okay, it's immune to sneak attack. feels very unfair. Is it immune to Fascinate? Let's find out. It's almost down. Got a special weapon for the undead.
Bring it!
Okay, so there's some Fascinate. God, there's negative levels.
Be easier if you not fight back. Huh. Yeah.
Okay, out with the Radiant Sword.
Away, you rascal!
Okay, negative level for 24 hours. Great. Maxting. Spectres. Where's James Bond when you need him? No less. Awesome eels to distract them. Exactly. And yes, Maxting. Stabty indeed. I think the issue might be that I keep occasionally losing connection to the chat. My mobile app. I keep having to drop back in with
Anything is possible.
Exactly, Lindsay. Anything's possible. Oh yeah, nice thing, Lindsay can actually basically heal everyone for free. Well, not for free, with her performance. Okay, let's just save. And let's hope I don't regret coming here with
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
more ration. I hate Spectres so much. Oop, it's a book thing. We felt a cold breeze as soon as we entered the room. Shards appeared on the walls and floor, and a labyrinth of thick ice walls grew up around us. The walls were waist high to a human, but they were head high to me. The centre of the room had a pressure plate on the floor, while the entrance to the labyrinth had a massive pedestal carrying a tiger statue made of ice. The exit was at the far end of the room. Locked, of course, and the inscription above it read, Trial of Strength. The air in the room was cool, and the temperature dropped with each passing moment. It seemed like the magic was stealing all warmth from the room, bit by bit. Wasting no time, okay, we've got... Okay, we can't fail on trickery. A bit of a meh. Athletics is good. Perception is okay. Trickery it is. Just one quick glance at the door was enough for us to realise that even the best lockpick in the world wouldn't be enough here. Even if the door wasn't covered in a thick layer of ice, we couldn't find any trace of a mechanism to work on. It seems this door would only open by using the pressure plate in this room. Failed a perception check. As we stepped on the pressure plate, it was like some sort of gate to hell opened beneath us. A roaring pillar of flame erupted from the underground. And the next moment we found ourselves rolling on the floor screaming with pain. When we finally got back to our feet, we saw that both the labyrinth and the statue had melted, and the door was open. The labyrinth's builders may have punished us harshly for cheating, but at least they left us with a way forward. Oof. Let's load that. Because in this house, we support save scumming. Max saying how do fly spells work in this game? If I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure. Battlefield seems flat, so you can't just fly 60 feet over it and rain hell on people, which is great in that enemies can't do it, but also disappointing that you can't put your archer in the sky. Yeah, I mean, we had a boss fight with a giant flying enemy, so I'm guessing it's all just ground-based. Not entirely sure the game's engine would support that. Trickery, also pass. What's our best bet? So, to get past 25, I need to roll at least 6. Get past perception, I need to roll at least 'Intelligence is at least 11. Okay, athletics looks like our best bet. Yeah, let's go athletics. Okay, failed. If you want to pass a barbarian trial, you have to think like a barbarian. The inscription over the door was clear. The trial was meant to prove strength, not mental prowess or puzzle-solving skills. So we went with the barbarian approach and began breaking through ice walls, making a path straight to the centre. It proved harder than we thought. The walls were thick, and the magical ice radiated a cold that could penetrate our thickest clothes. On top of that, once we made it halfway to the centre of the room, we looked back and saw that the gaps in the walls were slowly mending themselves with new layers of ice. We reopened the gaps again so we could push the ice tiger through, and we started to think on what to do next. It seemed there were a lot of walls ahead of us. Max Ding, kind of a pity. You rather liked fights taking to the air in mid-level Pathfinder games. Yeah, very Dragon Ball Z. Nothing quite like a brick with a fighter in full plate moving as fast as heck through the air. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how the rules on fly work, but anything with spellcasters is always a blind spot for me. I'm a rogue main. Ooh, Nick, you're quite impressed with how the Lasta did fly / Sparta climb. They built each level out of big 5-foot cubes, so there are plenty of walls to run up and height differences going on. Okay, that is very cool. Yeah, let's try athletics. The statue wasn't very heavy at all. It slid easily along the floor. The problem was none of us knew which direction it should slide in. We lost a lot of time wandering nooks and crannies of the labyrinth before eventually finding ourselves and the ice tiger in a dead end. It was then when they realised we wouldn't be able to rely on pure luck. We had to find another solution. Okay, fine, we'll try the intelligence. The labyrinth was complex with numerous turns and dead ends. No easy task for an 8-year-old. We found the right path in a heartbeat and left signs marking the way along the ice walls. The hard part was still ahead. We had to drag the ice statue through the maze without losing any of our limbs to frostbite. Okay, athletics again. There we go. The ice tiger merrily ran through the labyrinth. Pushing it was much easier than expected, but the labyrinth itself was extremely tricky. Once to get 5 steps closer to the centre, we had to make a loop longer than the whole room's perimeter. Okay, athletics again. Success. We kept pushing that ice tiger right in its broad rear end, moving it ever forward. It wasn't too hard or bold. The inventive folks who created this labyrinth must have been trying to mock anyone who underwent this trial. One moment the right path almost led us to the centre, the next it led us in the opposite direction, almost out to the edge of the room. We didn't give up, taking heart in the thought that Armag must have had to do the same. Max Sting, you found the rules. It's a straightforward 40-foot speed and full plate if it's a bog standard fly spell. How fair. Sorry if I'm being not great about responding to chat, by the way, because half the time the messages just don't show up. I'm having to dip and check in OBS instead. Okay. Keep pushing the statue, I guess. Success. It certainly wasn't easy dragging the ice tiger along the stone floor, but at least we didn't have to fight any real tigers. Our path took us through a wide loop and a long curving passage, which brought us close to the centre before taking us far away from it, back again. We finally managed to push the statue in the centre of the room, right onto the pressure plate. Pressure plate trembled beneath the statue's weight, then a roaring pillar of flame erupted all the way to the ceiling. The ice tiger evaporated in a heartbeat along with the entire labyrinth. The room warmed rapidly, even becoming a bit hot. The stone door opened and the path was clear. Okay.
An ambush, eh?
I like that you could try and bypass the whole thing and just take damage. Max Sting, what are the odds and failures of that? I had to roll a 6 or better. Yeah, 6 or better. Because I had a plus 19 and it was a DC 25.
Please, not Rap Skull. Did it without breaking it.
Max Sting, you think those 3 athletics tests in a row had 50% chance of failure? Yeah, I think the idea was that you had to pass several athletics checks.
Hey, have a look.
Me?
Hey, it's time for the one to find traps.
No time for idling.
Knock, knock, nervous.
I still have that equipped. Traps. Still got H.
Who's there? The master? I did it. I did.
There's something over there.
Where now?
Oh, that's not good.
I did it. I did.
Well, thanks for that, I guess.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Me keep.
maxing correction, you think about a 57% chance of failing once. Yeah, this game's technical limits mean that if you want someone to die, they have to do that very dramatic blah animation. It's very funny when you load in a level and it has to load in the enemies, then switch their state to dead. There. These poor fools came in search of Armag's resting place, but they found their own deaths instead. Just like the tale of Darth Sidious the Wise. Wait, Darth Plagueis the Wise. My bad. It was nice of them to disarm the traps for me, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Nihilus. Plagueis.
I'll share my path.
Please, let's go. I did it. I did. Did it without breaking it.
Sling staffs for some reason. Giant scrambled egg with chamblitters. Ooh. Free recipe, don't mind if I do. Okay, we got a greater skeletal champion. Oh hey, there's a door here. Locked. No, let's to be fair, it's not a tale the Jedi would have told me. True. Lots of, there's a cleric of Gorum. Let's just alpha strike this guy then.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Can you make an epic pose?
Oh well, worth a try. Not me forgetting to switch to crossbow.
Stand down.
There we go. It's the cleric that's always the big deal when you're dealing with a bunch of undead and the cleric, so. Maxting finally got the Firefox to load the video. Wonder what changed. Clerics of Gorum are kind of cool. It's difficult to get into the headspace of worshipping a god of war for you. They have a lot of fun mechanically. Yeah, and it's a very good fit for all of these barbarian sorts. Okay, there's another cleric I've gone there. Great. Have to deal with him. Okay, no clean line of sight. Oh yeah. She's picked up an ability that lets her basically do a full attack after charging, which is very cool. Okay.
You offend me.
We have to deal with this guy, because otherwise he's gonna basically completely annihilate. Okay, there we go. That's the summons dealt with.
Serves you right.
Come here, Bax. I'm not gonna stab you.
Once again, reconnecting to chat. Maxting, your barbarian ideas never seem to centre on that exactly. You have a bandit who worshipped Gorham, though, but she was barely a beefy swole eldritch knight. You can even cast Bro. Wait, how'd she get that? I didn't get. But that was easy. What have we got? Amulet of natural armor, bit of gold, roll of haste. What does that do? Okay, it's just a caching. It's all.
Now you see me.
And into the next level we go. Maxting, do you even lift was the joke in the casting thing? But you were asking how Miri got pounds. Oh, it's just a barbarian ability. I think she's Beast Totem or whatever it is. So that's just a thing she gets. At level 12 or whatever we're at. Keith, she's actually a cat girl, but Nolus, yes, you're right, Nolus. No lies detected. I'm just mad about it. And Maxting, you're right. It's damn good. Given how often Amiri ends up charging at the start of a battle, it's really good for just keeping the oh, just like I said, just alpha striking someone. Boy, is this large area probably going to be an enemy in. heard hissing.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, we tried.
Alright. No, not spectres. I hate spectres. I hate spectres so much. Kind of hoping break enchantment would fix that. Oh well. Oh well, to be fair, Jubilos can cast Restoration on himself.
Which knife to use?
Your time is over.
How dare? Hey. I killed you with a healing spell. Hilarious. Nihilus. She's a reincarnation of Cat. Why? She's always going on about trying to cast spells. Why? Nick, Tuesday's going to be rough. Ah yes. Blades in the Dark, which I'll be GMing. With all your characters. Enfys, all he wanted was meal pie. And Nick beat you to it.
Quiet. I'm thinking.
Okay, cool. Cast Restoration on yourself. There we go. I need to remember to take the ability that lets him use those things on other party members, because that would be super useful.
What troubles you?
Listening as hard as I can.
Up the little goblin.
Head down. Move quiet. Ready to stab.
Okay, I still hear wheezing. I'm going to assume they're still undead about. Box. Rusty horseshoe. No. Gale. Berserker. Berserker. Bones Beast. Hey, Spectre, there's our priority target.
I am ready.
Hoping to fight back. Best kind of fight.
Away, you rascal!
Okay, you deleted the biggest threat. Switch that off so I don't use as many of the bomb. Really cluster together. There we go.
Spell has other uses. This spell has other uses. A clever ploy.
They're immune to Fascinate. Let's inspire some greatness. Oh god, there's another Spectre about.
Stand down.
Forever Doom is be flooded with Spectres. Okay. Worth it.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh damn. Yep, ouch indeed, maxing. Such is the power of a maximised attack. Gonna take a while to recover that burn, but worth it. Okay, maybe I should have dealt with that. Oh damn. Okay, just move a little bit.
You deserved it.
Reps undead. Wow, that was useless.
Bring it!
Oh, wow.
Dizzy.
Okay. That's not gonna work. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Maxting, you want if I can target a pillar? Nope. It's kind of annoying, because some area of effect spells let you target in just a random area. Others you have to specify a target for.
You offend me. Any last wishes? Your time is over.
Tear them apart! They go down!
But do they get up again? Therein lies the problem. Max Sting, it wouldn't damage the pillar because the game can't be expected to be scripted for that, but it'll be nice anyway. Yeah. Problem is, I don't think pillars are sort of objects like that, so it just doesn't work that way.
Primitives.
Wow.
And Lindsay was called for.
Hey, Lindsay. Stupid goblin. No? Good. Also giant strength plus with that. I think the most annoying thing about Spectres is that they don't leave any loot.
Ooh, shiny thing.
There are knives here. Oh, no. Really pressed the wrong button there. Let me charge through friendly occupied spaces. No, usually no. It doesn't seem to. Max Sting, your time is over. Miss, miss, miss. Theoretically, exactly. Enfys. If Spectre left loot behind, people could trace his crimes back to him. Fair point. Max Sting, you should get back to that, making that UFO mod that lets you cook aliens as fast food. Terror from the deep fryer. Enfys, you don't plan on stopping making that joke? Obviously, it's easy as eel pie. This is a short dungeon. Oh sure, you leave a corpse, but you don't leave a frickin' any loot. Got this all game, Spectre. Three palm-sized pressure plate installed by the heavy locked door. One was covered in ice crystal. Sparks running across it. Glass had smoke rising from it. The inscription above the plates said, "I'll by pain." Okay, we've got mobility, easy money, trickery, fairly decent, mobility, again. Okay, I cannot fail on mobility. As the ice-encrusted plate slowly sank into the wall, Brioche clenched her teeth against the cold and pain as icy needles pierced her palm. When the pressure plate stopped moving with a loud click, Brioche yanked her hand back from the niche and began rubbing it and breathing on it for warmth. We dealt with the first plate, only 2 more remained. We asked our companion to... Trickery isn't guaranteed, so... Now let's try it. Ah. After studying the plate from every angle, Knock Knock went to work to disable it, but something went wrong. The plate cracked and shattered, and the bright bolt of lightning struck out from the niche, throwing Knock Knock against the opposite wall. The stair out of the dungeon took on the scent of a thunderstorm. Nevertheless, his efforts had not been in vain. Tiny bolts of lightning disappeared from the plate's surface. Okay, let's try trickery again, cause that was really just bad luck. Succeeded at a trickery check. Oh damn. It was well worth doing that instead. You know what? I'm loading and I'm gonna do trickery for all of those. Maxting. Boom boom. Shh. For those who aren't aware, by the way, Spectre is Nick's character in our Blades campaign.
The dangers don't frighten me.
A very an assassin of very frugal means, who absolutely loves unspiced eel pies. Hey, trickery. Ouch. Wow. Okay. I'm going to load that because that is just unfair. Exactly, Nick. The blander, the better. Which is also the royal family's unofficial motto.
An ambush, eh?
There we go. Was that so hard? Like, seriously. 28 for a plus, for a 35 check, so, he only really needs to roll like a 7 or higher. Okay, that's more like it. If anyone or anything offers to let you take part in an event called Trial by Pain, I'd say it's in your best interest to decline. Knock Knock had studied the plate closely. He applied his tools to the task, and the plate sank into the niche, crackling with harmless jolts of electricity. Okay. On, go for the hat trick. Knock knock. Thank you. Putting one's hand into a furnace isn't the source of entertainment I'd recommend to any adventurer. Fortunately, with knock knock, there was no need. Once he applied his skills, the plate receded into the niche on its own, out of smoke. There it was, the last plate. We'd passed the trial of pain. The stone door moved aside, opening the path to new trials and new paths. Okay, what I like is how it had that sort of thing where if you had high mobility, you could basically reduce the damage, and presumably you take quite a bit of damage from just doing it normally. But you could also disarm it. Nice sort of layered approach to skill checks, since they don't know what sort of party and main character you're going to be throwing at it. How close I am to leveling up. Okay, quite a distance away. Oh well. Maxing while playing Emerald Spire once. One of the party members was a by-the-book ISO standard Schemata Magus. With all the buffs and such, he could only miss on a 1 or a 2, and he didn't roll higher than a 2 all night at once. Incredible. Judging by the traps installed here, the creators' cruelty was only matched by their ingenuity. So how do I get through these? Do I have to Indiana Jones it? And if you have a fantasies to help final, enjoy the pathing finds. Heck yeah. Share that Final Fantasy VII Who's Boss. Okay, so we've got lightning and a bit of fire. Maybe what I need to do is I need... and electricity communal. Okay, cheese it. All of you. Ancient machinery clanks and clatters as it comes to life somewhere underground.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Okay. I've no idea what to do from here. Max Sting, you wonder what spell would be best for this. It's only 2 elements, electricity and fire. It's something that gave... yeah, exactly. Resistance. Oh. I've no idea what to do here then. Luckily, he has a self-heal. Max Sting, so has defeated the Trial of BS and wonder what more. Yeah, I imagine Stone Shape would be really useful here. I have no idea what we're meant to be doing. Okay, it's open now. I guess I must have pressed it twice by accident last time.
Hey, have a look!
Oh, I guess it. It's timed.
Sister, protect me.
I'll share my path.
Okay, there's a switch right there. Yeah, this is a kind of a ridiculous puzzle, if you can even call it that, but hey-ho. I guess it makes sense that the barbarians would just make,
The dangers don't frighten me.
I'm getting killed here! Whatever the rest of you are doing, protect me!
hey. Oh, come on.
I'm getting killed!
Come on, come on. Go, go.
Protect me!
Everyone. You'll make it? Good. Hear a soft clicking sound from behind the corridor behind you. It seems the traps won't trouble you way back. That makes no sense whatsoever. Well, at least we don't have to worry about whatever that was again.
Ask, and I shall answer.
Right, yeah, I've lost Kanara.
I'll scout ahead. I'll scout ahead.
I'll share my path.
Ah,
Me keep.
just spectres.
I can help.
Get him. Seriously, they're immune?
Serves you right. Stand down.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
I hate spectres so much.
Yes.
You offend me.
Sorry, looks like the chat was playing up again. Yeah, that puzzle was ridiculous. Yep, maxing timed. Notice, if you recall correctly, there was a puzzle involving climbing in Tomb of Annihilation. There's characters that fly, can't fly. It'd been a different module of 4th edition. Maxing, you know, it'd be hilarious if there was like a plot flight you could blow out that would make all the flames stop. Well, actually, that did actually come up in Kazai's sort of first loyalty mission, because you had to use her water blast ability to put the fires on her torch out, free some elementals. Thank you for the 76,000 total to the Tiefling cosplay challenge, Nillis. Maxing, you guess the only kind of wall that would keep a Spectre at bay would be a wall of force. Yep, Nick, you've got to run and watch, play some 4th edition. Fair enough. Hope you have a good evening. I might actually make this a short session and just trade goggles and get on with some work on my horns, because I'm actually quite excited about it. Yeah, still not quite even 2 hours yet though. Exactly, Nick. Horn hype. Will I get them ready for this Friday? Almost certainly not, but hey ho. Yeah, maxing a wall that does energy damage would work. Watching the energy damage dealing characters out of the game, as it were, thanks to those traps. Oh damn. It didn't actually occur to me that would hurt allies as well.
You deserve
Is there a way I can dismiss it? Guess not. And it's as good as dead now. Okay, it didn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Come here, Bats. Not stab you.
Please, do tell.
Yeah, there it's gone.
Did it without breaking it.
Get the side because it weighs barely anything and it's worth 100G.
Now you see me.
Yeah.
Now you don't. I
Healing.
really saw it.
We've got a cleric, we've got an archer. Gobbo, I've got an assassination for you.
I don't tolerate threats.
Good job.
Away, you rascal!
Will they ever learn?
Yep, splat, Mac. Splat indeed.
Any last wishes?
Yeah, it's a surprise round, so everyone gets way fewer chances to do anything.
Stand down.
Which knife to use? Huh. That hurt? Good.
Knock Knock continues to be terrifying.
A fine use of my talents.
Amiri also continues to be terrifying.
Taste my fury.
something.
Oh wow, lucky we didn't walk into that.
Listening as hard as I can. I did it. I did.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Max Sting, well, Leek read over them instead. Max Sting, how did Knock Knock get multiple attacks in a surprise round? I don't know, but he gets a ton of attacks because of his subclass, so something to do with that, I'd assume. Cole. Terribly exciting. A great and iron golem. Judging by the footprints in the dust, a battle raged on in this room just recently. Statues decorating the room, heaped with blood. Strategically withdraw for a moment. Don't worry, Max Sting, I'll save in a moment.
Who's there? Lamashtu?
Okay, I need to take a look at my mouse because it keeps jumping all over the place. Max Sting, Knife Master, so he's getting D8s on those sneak attacks. Oh yeah, he is an absolute beast. Actually, might as well look the other way and see what else there is. A Skeletal Champion, Skeletal Champion.
Let's make this quick.
Ah, God, it's a Spectre.
That one went deep.
Your time is over.
Be easier if you not fight back. Hey, yo.
Crisis over. Max Sting, you're not seeing anything that sheds light on the number of attacks, though. Character sheet. Patrick. Okay, it might be two-weapon fighting in general. Just letting him attack more than once. Oh wait, double slice. Yeah, it might just be two-weapon fighting, giving him all those attacks. Oh well. It'll just be a mystery, I guess. No, not 2 points of damage.
Serves you right. Away, you rascal!
Come here, Bax. Knock knock stab you. Knife time.
No, less Knock Knock's cheating and the GM lets him get away with it. I mean, to be fair, that's basically every Goblin player ever, so it makes perfect sense.
You deserved it.
Yay, Lindsay actually got a kill for once.
Bring it!
A clever ploy.
Stand down.
That sword really works well on undead. Just
Now you see me. Now you don't.
okay.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Hopefully the critical path, because I don't feel like fighting that golem. Wait, if we just circled round.
Come at me, I dare you.
If there are any spectres here, I'm going to cry.
You offend me.
Oh, damn it, Knock Knock. Oh god, it's a spectre. Standing there laughing menacingly. Next thing, I'm gonna cry. You'd figured you'd have to pay extra for that.
Any last wishes?
Oh no, there's two spectres.
Your time is over.
That hurt? Good. Which knife to use? Yeah. Ha.
Tear them apart! They go down!
Primitives!
You'll find it so funny I can just have Lindsay heal at them.
Away, you rascal!
Yes he did, Maxting. Being very snooty and thinking he's above everyone else. Is his thing. Yeah, basically that's the kind of attitude. More or less based on like your classic
Lighting enemies on fire.
explorer. And just to rub salt into the wounds, his alignment is officially chaotic neutral. Whew. Got here then. Guy metal cogwheel. Yeah, what's on Eric? What's the now?
I'll share my path.
Maxting, you think that fifth knife strike was the last one of Knock Knock's turn, so you're very glad it landed and it was enough? Yeah, just about. To be fair, Amiri's got that weapon that's specifically good against undead, so that's very helpful. To be fair, negative levels aren't quite as bad as they were in early editions, in that they aren't literally lowered levels as much as
I'll
just
forge
a
ahead.
penalty that keeps building up. They're still quite scary. Okay, yeah. It's like we have to fight the Iron Golem and we don't get a choice. goals. Too shabby. Maxting, you recollect in first edition there was a kind of undead monster manual. It was explicitly the result of people dying of negative levels. Yeah, I think that might actually be the white. I think there was a rule that the white basically brought anyone who got killed by its negative level drain back as a... Actually no, it must have been shadows. To be fair, there was a lot of undead that had draining abilities, and all of them pretty much had the create spawn ability. It was basically, if you wake up, if you die... Oh, Aura of Honest Battle. Show what you're capable of in a straight fight without magic. As long as you're affected by this aura, none of the continuous beneficial effects such as empowering spells have any effects on you. Well, that's not good.
Be easier if you not fight back. Hope it not fight back. Best kind of fight.
I mean, Knock Knock has his philosophy, I guess.
Underbacks, not stab you.
Oh, that's a juicy attack.
Stand down.
Suppose I really should have switched weapon. Oh well. Oh wow, I might actually be able to destroy this in the first turn.
This is where I step in.
Will they ever learn?
Which knife did you use?
Oh, I guess it just exploded. Oh. Good game all. Maxting, it must have been Monster Manual 2. Most things that cause negative levels had their own thing they turn you into. You could be hit by spells that do it, and those had no explicit effect in that regard otherwise. Whites just turn you into them when they touch kill you. All ages you do. Remember this as being effective negative levels without an explicit spawn creating. Yep, exactly. An Iron Golem Alpha Striked. Oh, ads. Great. Oh, I guess I'll just sit here for a bit. Oh, wow. Liko didn't even come out of stealth.
Their sight betrays them.
Got any here? Oh, no enemies. That's quite pleasant. Trap.
Please, not Ram Skull. I did it. I did.
A enemies. Still, of course, in the Asmag. Enemies here too. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, no spectres. I'm perfectly fine with this.
You offend me.
£60 points of damage on a sneak attack. And Miri, do I want you getting...
Look at me, Gorum!
Damn. Maxing said 6, ended up being 2. Oh, I suppose that's a good thing. Question mark.
A fine use of my talents.
Your time is over.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
You deserved it.
Yeah, Amiri's scary when she crits. Oh, she's scary full stop, but you know what I mean.
A clever ploy.
This is going to hurt. Away, you rascal.
Are those skeleton archers leading with many shot or something? Yeah, it looks like they are hitting with 2 arrows. So I'd guess, yes, using rapid shot.
Be easier if not fight back.
An ambush, eh?
Yeah, I didn't know first edition Pathfinder as well as I know 3.5 edition D&D, so... I'd guess Many Shot is their version of, Rapid Shot is their version of Many Shot. Okay, are these looping round again? Vectors, I hate you so much. There are no words for how much I hate you.
Ha! You've lost a chance to resolve this peacefully.
Come here, Bax. Knock Knock stab you.
Oh damn, it missed. Oh yeah, negative levels. Max Sting, okay, you've lost the chance to resolve this peacefully was quite funny. Yeah, that's actually quite a good line.
Cool it.
Which knife to use? Hey! Huh! Oh, need getting dizzy.
Amranda Gratio.
You offend me.
Arti.
A fine use of my talents.
Tear them apart!
Aperane sentes.
Your time is over.
Wait, what the Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like Knock Knock's had a bit of health restored.
They go down!
This thing's weighty.
Cool off.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first. Be easier if you not fight back.
Aperane sentes.
I'll learn you. If there was ever a time I did not need you to miss.
Stand down.
Finally. What's his HP like?
A clever ploy.
Like that. There we go. Exactly maxing. Belt the cleric. And that solves the direwolf problem as well. And the whole person problem.
Come here, Bax. Knock, knock, stab you.
And that frees up Knock Knock to take part. Strength. Anything good on the cleric? Great sword. While the clerics are carrying the great swords, anyone's guess.
Knock, knock, nervous when watched.
This is not the way it works.
Oops. It's just not my lucky day.
Okay, no one could pick that lock.
Just letting the ink dry.
Head down, move quiet. Ready to stab.
Okay, we're looping around again. So be it. The barbarians camp here. It seems like they were preparing for a serious battle. They left behind any rations? Seeing a bit nailless. I might have yeah, I might finish before you already get back, because I kind of feel like having a rest and just working on the horns. But we'll see if the boss is at this point. Back on the upper level again. Zorek, the barbarian who stands before you is old but not decrepit. His tanned, muscular body seems to be made of bronze. His eyes have no light, no iris, just black metal and reflections of invisible fire dance upon their shining surfaces.
I greet you in the Temple of Gorum. I am Zorek, keeper of this tomb. If you've come this far, you certainly have potential, but the time has come to determine if you're worthy to enter the inner sanctum.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
When I was young, as you are now, I also craved knowledge. It was only after serving our Lord in iron for some time that I realised that all the world's knowledge is but smoke on the water and dust in the wind. I can indulge your curiosity, but you should know that words can bear no true wisdom. Such wisdom is only found in the clashing of metal, the roaring of fire, and the crunching of bone.
Where's Armag now?
The same place he's been all these ages, in his burial chamber, inside the sacred sword in which Gorum placed his soul.
Okay, so the Armag we were following can possibly be a reincarnation.
Or were you asking the bold boy who dared take the great chieftain's name? That one proved his worth in an honest fight, so I let him enter. I know not what happened to him after taking the sword, but he never came back.
Tell me about ancient Armag.
I never expected a great chieftain's glory would be forgotten among mortals. Listen well then. Armag was a mighty berserker and a valiant warlord. He led our tribe from one victory to another. Undefeated, he grew too proud and began bragging that even death herself would be unable to lay him low. His words offended Pharasma, so she sent her servants against him. Gorum wouldn't accept that, and chose to challenge the goddess of death, while Armag fought armies of monsters on Earth. The two deities fought each other over his soul, and though Armag's wounds were too horrible for him to survive, Gorum wouldn't let Pharasma take him. Instead, he put Armag's soul into his sacred sword, Ovenorban, the very sword that's held in this tomb.
Oh, I remember now. In the academy we used to study about a song about Armag, though it wasn't so much about his prowess in battle as his prowess in bed. According to the song, Pharasma was mad at him because he, well, it's all lies, of course. I mean, probably. Hell, Lindsay. Who are you?
I am Zorek, cleric of Gorum, and advisor to the great chieftain Armag. I stayed with him as he ascended to his glory. I saw every step on his path. I fought beside him in each of his battles. I was his biggest fan. When I was slain beside him on the bloody field of his final battle, Gorum made me Armag's guardian. My god ordered me to build this tomb and keep my chieftain's peace until the day when a mighty warrior would arrive. One worthy to wield the sacred sword that holds Armag's soul. Few people have entered this tomb over the centuries, and none have exited. That boy was the first to manage to pass me. Do you think you can be the second?
Yep, okay. Thanks for your answers.
No need to thank me. Nothing I told you will help you in battle.
Let me tell you of my deeds. They'll make my worth clear.
Maybe so, but such speeches are sacred. They're like battles themselves. Once you start talking, I won't let you stop the story and leave without a fight. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Listen well. Intimidate 50. For those who don't know, DC of 50 is basically impossible even for a legendary hero to pull off.
Oh, I'm listening. But don't think to defile your lips and my ears with lies. I can see your thoughts as clear as I see your guts. If you don't speak true.
A diplomacy, I've got a plus 17. I think I'm more proud of killing Vortikai. He was a jerk.
Mages, giants, and undead. Three of the world's most disgusting things. Yes, that's something to be proud of. What else can you boast?
A diplomacy, I killed the Stag Lord, leader of a large bandit gang, and took his fort. Failed.
Simple bandits. Any merchant in the River Kingdoms have fought them at least once.
I plundered Trobold, the underground monster city.
What glory is there in plundering a city if you spare the life of their king? A soft coward like you isn't capable of worthy deeds. Enough talk. You want to prove yourself? Draw your weapon.
Enjoy your final moments.
Okay.
You offend me.
Okay, what's his AC like? 22, and that missed. Okay, I've rolled a 2. That explains it.
Bring it!
Which knife to use?
Okay, we might be about to Alpha Strike him anyway. That was easy. On full plate, wisdom. Action +2, look of resistance +3. Well, that certainly happened. Guessing he wasn't the final boss because he went down quite easy. Exactly, Max Sting.
What? Ha! What glory if you spare their king?
Yeah, I did the right thing, you jerk.
There's something over there.
I'll incense in the stale air. Where am I going? A dead guy here. Golden trinket, buckler, gold. Hey,
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
okay. Max Sting, you're going to be thinking about that. Armag, the great chieftain's tomb, reeks of death. Not the ancient death of the chieftain himself, but recent death. Dismembered bodies are scattered around the room, the blood staining and pooling on the floor. You barely even recognise the remains as human. They were once members of the Tiger Lords, the barbarians who followed their leader into this tomb, only to fall by his hand. Armag himself stands in the centre of the room, clenching a blood-stained sword. He breathes heavily, like a hunted animal, his eyes wild and aimless. Voice is hoarse as he shouts at a slim woman in a grey cloak. In short, abrupt phrases. The woman's yellow eyes are fearless as she watches the chieftain through the holes in the veil that covers her face.
Lies. Armag's entire life a lie. Armag is not Armag. The sword says it is Armag. The sword, it calls Armag an imposter. What now? What? What to do? Who is Armag now?
Okay, he becomes leader now. He has the imposter syndrome. Oh yeah, before we continue... Oh, dropped my phone. Exactly, Nerlus. TASMR. Maxine, you know, I'd be a little amazing and not a little funny, in a heartwarming way, if this was the moment Armag's egg cracks. Yeah, I don't think he's coming to that kind of revelation. Just like it's been established that, basically the, sort of, sisters raised him to believe he was the reincarnation of Armag. And he's not, because, and we know that now, definitely for sure. Although I think there was hints about it being a lie earlier. But we know it for sure because the actual Armag lives in that sword, as one does. Yeah, I like that interpretation. The barbarians in this have all the good trans headcanons.
Hush, my boy. Calm. You really are Armag. There have been no lies. But your soul has slept in the sword for so long, it just doesn't recognize you. It will soon, though, and everything will be all right.
The Faith Sister, that's what they're called.
A great chieftain, the greatest of all chieftains ever born into this world. Remember that. Hold on to it. Great deeds await you. Soon. Very soon.
I don't think you're fooling anyone here.
Stop lying. Armag is not even Armag anymore. Was never Armag in the first place. Armag is like the 8 mothers now. No name, no tribe, no destiny. What's left now? What? Only revenge!
Okay, I absolutely love the sort of effort the voice actor's putting into this. Although I'm not entirely sure what that accent's meant to be. Damn. I guess we need to kill him. These barbarians placed their trust in their great chieftain and fell by his hand. Tragic. Get him.
Knock more runner and talker than fighter.
Okay, he's over there. Quick ton of skeletons. We're just out of range. You know what, barbarians are very bad at dodging? Magic missile. Okay, what is his AC? 34. Right.
Your time is over.
Okay, plan B. Next thing, that sounds like a challenge. Now you need to make a barbarian who's pretty used at thwarting magic missiles. So, skeletons.
I'm leaking red all over myself.
Tear them apart!
What do you do?
Need a bandage. Big one.
Okay, Jubilost. Fine.
Be easier if you not fight back. Yeah. Nah.
Away, you rascal.
Nolus, 5th edition's barbarian can resist force damage if you recall correctly. They resist everything but psychic, but other than that, you don't know. Can't cast shield while raging. True.
Getting dizzy.
They go down!
Go, Amari. Okay, we've nearly taken down the boss. The boss has nearly taken down us. Oh, bloody heck.
Survive.
I'm leaking. Oh, getting dizzy.
Nolus, new concept, barbarian druid, multi-class that just has bear. Only bear, all bear. Max Dane, you could look at the spell ranger class, but that's not exactly a barbarian. There might be a magic item that would work for this. It actually that has a druid prestige into a class that rages. Elfin Guard, you think? I think there's a magic missile, magic item that blocks magic missile at least one edition. That's not really a character build. Yeah, guess that works. You know what? Trolled Fireball, Channel Fornicators. And that is how a Arcane Trickster sneak attacks.
Taste my fury.
Okay, Lindsay, get
Serves
the
me
skeleton.
right.
People lost. Burn the skeleton. Okay, I guess Armag's just sort of down because he's gonna get a nice little heart to heart.
Stand down.
Oh, right. Bring it!
Okay, just missed.
You deserved it.
Exactly, Nerlus. Sneak attack, blast with a shotgun. Max Sting, it doesn't need to be a build. Sorry, that message got eaten.
You offend me.
Eight down. One more to go.
Won't kill me!
Really can't hit me to save your life, can you? Lot. What?
Any last wishes?
We're supposed to come out of turn-based mode and... Okay, that fixed it. The exhausted barbarian falls to one knee, the blood seeping from his wounds falling to the stain in the floor. He doesn't look at you. His gaze wanders around the room until it stops on the bodies of his tribesmen. "And we need to talk." With great difficulty, the barbarian regains his feet. His bloodshot eyes dart about nervously, studying you from head to toe. "Who are these defaced sisters?"
The 8 mothers fed Armagh, raised him, taught him everything he knows. Since he was born, Armagh knew no other family and no other tribe. They told Armagh of his great past and his even greater future. And every word was a lie. Armagh was just their trained dog. He jumped when told, growled, tore their enemies to pieces. He had no idea for what or why he was fighting.
I'm not entirely sure what accent the voice actor's going, but they're doing still quite a good voice.
One more thing. Once, Armagh heard them talk about another sister. The one they all served. When he asked, they lied. Said there was no 9th sister. That Armagh had misheard them. He should have understood then that they weren't to be trusted. Those who lie once are not to be believed twice.
Okay, great, tragic backstory. Still shouldn't have slaughtered all your kinsmen. No less speaking of, I don't know, tabletop RPG stuff in general. You only have 2 players for a 5th edition Descent into Arvanus. Not sure why you bring this up, to be honest. Max Ding. Since the day he was born, he was troubled, he was a thorn, his mother's side. I assume there's a song lyrics, but I don't recognise the song. What are you doing here?
Armagh, the great chieftain of the past, was buried here. Armagh, the great chieftain of the present, was born again. He had to return here to reunite with his soul, the one sleeping within the sword, to become whole again, to restore his power, to reign over the land again, to challenge the gods again. That's what the 8 mothers told Armagh. They lied. They were lying all along.
Well, he was literally raised from birth to be misled. But luckily he believed the talking sword when it told him. Max Ding is the intro to Eddie's Teddy from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if I want to launch into it, do your best gravelly voice, since most of it's sung by Dr. Scott. Oh, okay.
Since the day he was born, he was troubled, he was a thorn in his mother's side.
Sadly, I can't sing in any voice. Anyway, I think when I've finished talking to this guy, I'll just save and call it there. Why'd you kill the sister?
Armagh took the sword and spoke to Armagh's soul. The sword said Armagh was not Armagh, but just an impudent brat. Ancient Armagh's rage blazed like a torch in the night. All that was hidden was unveiled at once. Everything. The 8 mothers raised Armagh, and since childhood they kept saying Armagh was a great man with a great destiny. Lies! Lies and more lies! Armagh is not
Possibly also
Armagh.
some falsehoods.
Armagh is just a toy for the 8 witches, but no more. Armagh's life is over, but at least he dies free from all lies.
Okay, Armag's failed to unlock the golden ending and has to settle for revenge, I guess. Why'd you kill your people?
Ancient Armagh, great chieftain of the past, invincible hero, Gorham's champion. He served only Gorum. Not his people, no. Only Gorum. When he killed, it was not to feed his people, not to gain glory, not for wealth, not for power. No, it was the other way around. He fed his people to make them better killers.
The barbarian stares at the bloodstained sword in his hand, raising the shining blade to see his own reflection in its surface. His voice grows dull and hoarse.
The blade was thirsty. It quenched its thirst on the blood of Armag's fellow tribesmen. Ancient Armag was a great warrior, that much is true. But he was a bad chieftain. He would send his people to their deaths for no good reason. Armag wasn't a hero. Armag was a kinslayer.
Notice he's even doing the Mulan thing. Oh my god, he is.
This ancient Armag was a scum, if what you say is true. And some just love to venerate some dead wretch.
Amiri knows it. Why'd you attack Bravoy?
The Eight Mothers used to say that today's Armag is a great chieftain, just like ancient Armag. He would defeat anyone he wanted as soon as he could find his soul. They said all he needed to do was find the tomb. Then he could conquer Restov, conquer all of Bravoy. Just find the tomb. But did ancient Armag need some stupid tomb? No! He just fought and won! If Armag is really Armag, he would be bound to win.
I mean, like, ancient Armag does literally live in this tomb. That's kind of his thing. So he does need the tomb.
But this Armag is not that Armag. He led his people into a trap. Realized too late that he won't be able to take Restov. And that's when the Eight Mothers told him they had found the tomb. Armag entered the tomb to become stronger, to save his people, to bring them glory and riches. But all he found was death. Ancient Armag and present Armag have that in common.
What will you do if I let you live?
The soul, trapped in this sword. His power became his curse. But the sword's curse brought Armag's power too. His rays burned away all lies, burned away false destiny. Armag sees things clearly now. Armag will create his own destiny. A living soul is stronger than any ancient dead man. The ghost in this sword can whisper whatever he likes. He will never dominate Armag again.
Okay, I want to ask something else.
Armag will answer.
Nothing new?
The soul trapped in this sword.
Okay, guess we're going chaotic good here.
Became his curse.
Don't feel like just killing him.
Holding Armag's life in her hands didn't take it. This cannot be forgotten. Let us fraternize, become sworn brother and sister.
Literally fraternizing with the enemy, but I lead this faction so I can do what I want. Armag draws Ovina Barnes edge across his palm, then extends his bleeding hand to you. Fraternize with Armag, brother and sister.
Brother and sister.
You run your palm along the blade of the ancient sword and shake Armag's hand. The first time he looks directly into your eyes. Ah.
Oh, I think I shed a tear from my left eye. It's all emotions. Such a beautiful finale of the story. I can't wait to write it down.
Ah, shut up, nerd. Ardmag sheaves Arvin Arbane and leaves the tomb.
And Lindsay was called forth. And so they walked on.
I just realised I didn't kill him. I'm not going to get to Luce's body. Sucks. I suppose it's the moral thing to do, but... Bye, Messel. I think the looting is my favourite part. Ooh. Like 4,000 gold there.
I'll share my path.
Well, as I said, I'll save here and call the stream. I think I need some practice just to get used to these new contact lenses. I mean, they're quite comfortable considering how big they are, but it's just kind of weird having... They do sort of block off the just the edges of my eyes compared to the old ones. Hey DJ, sorry I missed you there. The chat on my phone wasn't updating properly. I'm just finishing up here. Thank you for giving DJ the shout out, Nolus. Hope you're doing well, DJ. Oh yeah, you're playing Kingdom Hearts when I dropped in the other day. Don't know if you streamed since then. The contact lens is striking maxing. Always happy to come in and hang out. Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to raid off now because, well, as I said, contact lenses are a bit blip. But yep. I like how this cosplay is slowly coming together. Horns look a bit crooked. Oh well. Hope you're doing well this week. You have a good, great day too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but basically my phone, well, the chat on my phone just won't stay up to date with the actual chat. But yeah. I'm gonna do some work on, I think after this I'm gonna do some work on my horns for my D&D character, so that'll be fun. If I'm lucky I might even be able to get that ready for Friday. Let's see who's live. Yep, Goggles and Enfys are doing Final Fantasy VII, so we're going to give them a raid. Oh yeah, before we raid, just going to quickly shout out his cursedness, as my next stream will actually be tomorrow for once. Such are the benefits of being on. I've got like 2 weeks off work, which is nice. Oh yeah, while I'm talking about stuff, new poster. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm going to be on his cursedness's channel. I'm going to be doing some tabletop stuff. Oh, I need to update that one no less because Nick doesn't stream on YouTube anymore. He streams on Twitch again. Yep, I'm going to be GMing some Blades in the Dark tomorrow evening. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Sorry, 7:30. Reference, it's 9:15 right now, so 7:30 would have been a couple of hours ago, local time. Maxine, you're having trouble seeing the poster? Yeah, I guess it's quite a small image. Especially since it's just in the background next to the mirror. Guess I'll just put a pic of it on Twitter. I'll catch you later, Nihilus. But yep, sorry, enough pontificating about that. We are going to raid 8-Bit Goggles. He and Enfys are streaming Final Fantasy VII. Goggles uses he, they pronouns. Enfys uses they, them. And they're both lovely folk. But yep, I'm gonna get some work done on hopefully get some work done on those horns. I can yeah, I'll do the notes for my blade session in the morning. And yep, I'm just a lot. I'll be back with Pathfinder on Wednesday. I'll be on Nick's channel for more D&D Thursday and Friday. And obviously I'll be streaming some Lens Inception Friday as well. Yep. Just another reminder, these contact lenses are really cool. And with that, we're going to raid. So we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.